Hey guys, welcome to the first vlog, I think. I think that's what this is going to be. I am Shane. I am the owner and operator of Sloth Hobbies. As you can see, I run an eBay store and a BrickLink store. Today is Tuesday, and we are about to get started for the night. I run this part-time, so I'm here. It's, I think, nearly 8 o'clock at night. Yeah. A few things on today's list. I've got some minifigures to complete. I've ordered parts for a lot of this stuff. Sorry, I'm terrible with the camera. Ordered all parts for this, so I'm going to try and complete some of those and get them into the store. I've also got to work on this trolley here. This is part of today's project. I'm not going to get it all done today because I'm only here for a few hours, but definitely get all these wheels done, these vehicle parts, and then I'll make a start on some of that stuff down there, all to go here. Now this side is very dark. I only have one light to work with, so yes. So let's get the power all turned on, and I need to unload my car. It's just everything powering up, get the PC running, and yeah. So I probably need a bit of a tidy up in this place at some point. Excuse the rubbish. I don't have a rubbish bin in here, and they charge you $10 to use the bin here, so I'm not paying $10 every time I need to use the bin. All right, I will be back once I have unloaded the car and got myself set up, and see where we go from there. All right, so brought all the stuff in, got some new drawers. These are to start working over there for a small temporary store expansion. So new drawers, because my new drawers are clear and my used drawers are colorful. Just really helps quickly identify things. This whole setup is changing, but we'll get to that later. First order of business today, I said I was going to work on these, but I just had to cut some stuff because I was showing people's personal details, and I forgot that that's the thing. So we've got 5 orders. There we go. So 3 orders on eBay, and I think 2 on BrickLink. So let me get picking. This is where we keep all of our listed eBay stock currently. Not that stuff in there, that's work in progress as well. Yeah, all right, let me get picking. One of them is that up there, which I will speak about that more in a minute. All right, I'll see you guys once I've got picking. All right. We've packed, well, not packed, we've picked everything. So eBay, this one just came in, so just a cheap quick one. And then that. And for the BrickLink orders, we've got Scarecrow, just some bits and pieces, maybe a Ninjago little thing. And this one I have a little bit of a problem with. These were listed as just the color pink. Now, I'm guessing I listed these when I first started. And I didn't know the difference between all the different colors. These matched up against some items in my new inventory are down as, they definitely match up with bright pink. So I'll have to send a message to the buyer and tell them that I got it wrong and send them their money back. I'm guessing they really wanted specifically pink because they paid like, I think like $2.30 per brick. If they wanted just bright pink, you can get them for like cents. Oh well, you live and you learn. Hopefully they accept my apology and their refund, and I might even send them a coupon code to smooth them over. But I'm finding a few mistakes from when I first started this and I knew nothing. I mean, I still know very little, but I'm starting to pick up on my colors, and yeah, that is definitely bright pink. But the good thing is this order here, I got sent an offer on it. And part of the conditions of accepting the offer was that I can take it out of the box and pack it into a slightly smaller box. I've got a few lying around, which should hopefully bring down the postage cost. Because trying to ship something like this, I shipped off one similar to this last week, and it cost me like $65 in postage. And this is bigger than that one, so hopefully we can be under the $65 mark would be great. So let me deal with this customer first, and then we'll pack the orders. I'll see you soon. Well, that was a lot of fun. Not. Let me hold on. Turn that over that way. So, orders all packed. It took far longer than it was meant to, and I have made an absolute mess. That parcel, which is the remnants of what was in that, was a bit more tricky to find a box that was going to fit, because there was a certain part in there that was bigger than I thought. Then I had a fight with my shipping software and have had a meltdown. And then my scales decided the batteries would die. So, and I've made a bit of a mess trying to get all that sorted. So, unfortunately, it's nearly 10 p.m. So this vlog started at 8 p.m. and I have not made a dent in anything. I have just been mucking around trying to get things sorted. So I think for tonight, I'm not going to list anything, which is very frustrating. I'm just going to clean up, get everything ready for the next day I'm here, which is Thursdays. The next day I'm going to be here. So, as I said, today's Tuesday. I will not be here for another day. So, I will check in one more time when we've cleaned everything up and got everything sorted and organised for Thursday. Alright guys, I've cleaned up a bit. What's that? No, what's that? Yeah, so got some figures ready for Thursday. These are some of the ones I've completed here. These are some of the new Spider-Man figs that we just randomly grabbed some. See what I got. I got 3 of the same one here. And then one with the horse, one with the crutches, and this one. It's got some, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's got some cool leg prints on the side. I did a quick audit of all my quote-unquote pink parts. That's all bright pink, plus some other errors and stuff I know of. These were figs I was going to order parts for, but either the parts I received weren't up to standard, or I forgot to order them. And to be honest, I'm probably just going to part these guys out and sell them individually. There's plenty of minifig parts in my store, so yeah, those guys are all just going to get parted out now. We'll get this stuff relisted in the store eventually. This is Thursday's job. Gotta organise that rubbish. So Thursday's job is this. All of this stuff down here is ready for a, not store expansion, but store reorganize. As you can see here, this is all my instructions, and I'm very unhappy with how I've let it grow or become. So that's what all of these folders and things are for. I'm going to find a solution using those. All over here is new stuff to be parted out. All of these bags here came in used lots, but they are actually sealed bags from sets. I believe some of it's actually from the Lamborghini Technic car. So, and that's what these are for, is to, one, do this stuff, but two is to remove, I want to get rid of this storage solution. I saw someone doing it, thought it was a good idea, and I have come to realize it's terrible. So those are to start getting rid of that. Although most of this will probably just end up in empty drawers I have here. So that's, yeah. But first job is this, then the trays, and this whole shelf needs to be just tidied up. And then I will work on setting these guys up into there. But yeah, today clearly wasn't my day, because I was just like, I bought some shipping, some labels to start relabeling my drawer, because I don't know here. I used to have a barcode system, and then I got lazy and stopped the barcodes and just started writing on with Texter with permanent marker on labels, and I hate it. And then some of them even have a whiteboard marker on it, and I'm very not happy with it. So I was going to use a Dymo labeler, like the handheld ones, but it's just going to take forever. So I was going to get some 65 up labels. Well, apparently I thought they screwed up, but apparently I ordered 1-ups. So don't think they're going to quite fit on my drawers properly. So I'm going to go try and return that tomorrow, or swap it over hopefully, and get some 65 ups and have a play around and see if I can get some barcoded drawers. Because as I said, also like all of these are just permanent marked. These are Dymo labeled. Well, to be honest, this one here is not even fully labeled. Like, I know what drawer it is, but that's not how I want to do things long term. It's me being rushing the last couple of weeks to get things moving again. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, as I said, this was meant to be today's project. I got nowhere near even attempting it, because everything was very much against me today. So yeah, so first thing, Thursday, car is packed also, so I'll send all that stuff off to the post in the morning. First thing Thursday, we'll come in, get these into the store, make a little file, put those into the store, and then start working on this. Again, I'll probably not finish this Thursday night. This will probably get done Friday, Saturday. Hopefully Saturday I can get rid of those trays. I'd love to get rid of those trays by Saturday night. Anyway, that's enough rambling from me. I will, where are we going? I will catch you guys next time, which will be only a second for you. It'll be 2 days for me. Bye. And just like that, it was Thursday. We are back. For you guys, it seemed like an instant. For me, it's been 2 days. But we are back in the, I don't know what to call this place. It's a storage unit. We call it the warehouse. But it's far from a warehouse, but we're back in the warehouse. So, where we left off last time was the failure to get any of this done. Any of that. So, today's job is this. We are going to tackle this today. We have one order, unfortunately, only one. So, we can really quickly knock that out, get that done. That always takes priority over everything else. And then we can start working on that. Brought the laptop in to get working on all of this. As standard, power on, get everything powered up. As I said, we'll also do this. I managed to exchange my labels, so we have some 65 up labels. We won't be working on that today, but that is a project for the week end for tomorrow or Saturday. Let's take these over to the workstation to do, because we'll do these quickly first when we come to start putting some listings away. All right, grab these ones as well. Cool. All right, let's grab these little boys over here too. All right. See, it's just one little BrickLink order. This here is all, well, this bag is all what I would consider damaged. It's not fit for my store. So I believe that bag there as well is full of that. All of this is fake Lego, like all fake. So I don't know what to do with that just yet. And the computer's restarting. Lovely. Yeah, so I'm really keen to get into it tonight. It's 8 p.m, so most of the time I'll be here I'll start around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then I'll be here till between 10 and 11 o'clock, depending how the night's going. So yes, let me get everything started. Let me get this one order picked. I'll come back to you when we've picked it. All right, and we have picked, as I said, only one order. Just like a Stormtrooper, Star Wars torso from something. So get that packed up real quick. Won't take us long at all. And then over to my little workstation in the corner. So as I said, we'll work on all this first, get the minifigs and stuff. I won't do these little things just right now, not a priority. And then yeah, onto the wheels. All right, let's get this packed. All right, so we've got the Spider-Man figs done first, just because the way the program I use does things, I can't do new and used together. So we've done the Spider-Man figs all here, and we have come to a total of $45. So the good thing about this program is it shows me, I've entered my purchase price and shows me how much profit and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's all good. So now we'll just do these guys here. We'll confirm those ones and get them up, and we'll see where we land. So we know what, we're about $45 for the Spider-Man figs, which isn't that much. I knew that, but just a bit of excitement. All right. So the used ones are now done. So got them already put away. Got the Spider-Man away. just quickly, now I knew this is the reason why I did order the parts for it, but I don't know my purchase price for these figs because they're a jumble of a whole bunch. $88 for the whole lot, and this guy here alone, he is Overlord, the Golden Master rebooted, is alone $72.77. He's $70. So it'd be nice to get a sale from him. That'd be fantastic. But yeah, so get him locked away back up on the shelf, and then let's get started on these wheels. I'll probably check back in once I've at least done the wheels and the vehicle parts before we make a start on one of these bags or boxes on the shelf here. Whee! Alright guys, well, I got through the tires and the rest of the rims and stuff and some of the other vehicles, like bigger vehicle parts, and then started to work on this. This is as far as we've gotten because it's nearly 10:30. So this is our next one. This is all like the steering wheels and the gear sticks and bits and pieces. Yeah, so this is sort of the work in progress. And maybe this freaks some people out, but right now, with how I've got things set up, this is what's working. So currently, this file is worth $70. So not that exciting, but it's parts in the store. What we've got 137 unique lots, 664 items. We'll be able to do a lot more tomorrow because today's a short day. I'm only here for 2-ish hours. I've stayed a bit longer than I meant to, but tomorrow's a long day, so I'll be here for 4 to 5 hours tomorrow. So with 4 or 5 hours tomorrow, I'll definitely be able to finish all this really easy. The top stuff will take no time, and then all of this down here, I reckon probably by tomorrow night we should get most of that done. This one might take a bit of time as it's stickers. It's all sticker pieces, or what's the word I'm looking for? Printed. So stickered and printed parts in that. So that may take a little bit longer because I have to individually go through each piece. But yeah, hey, more lots in the store is good. So once we've got this trolley done, that done, and we can set these drawers up, as I keep saying, and yeah, plus I need to move that stuff up there, but that stuff's listed to the store. It's technically in a location, so if someone buys it, I can find it. But I can't wait to get all of this tidied up, and looking like it should. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off here. All I'm going to do is upload that to the store, so it's available for sale, and pretty much pack up and get out of here. So I'll be back tomorrow for another day of Lego, and fingers crossed we get some more orders tonight or tomorrow. All right, guys, bye. And just like that, it was Friday. It's Friday, yes. Oh, all right, we are here again, 8 o'clock, Friday night. Tonight is a long haul shift. We're here till about midnight, give or take. So, like we said, this is our job. I'm going to get through as much of this as possible tonight. Yeah, lock in and do it. One of my rewards for getting it done this weekend is doing a quick sort on all of this and getting it into the store. Now, most of this is probably just going to be parts, because I can tell all the parts up here. I don't know if you can bags are broken. I know that there's some parts in there that aren't great. But yeah, no. First goal tonight is this. We're going to lock in. We're going to get it done. I would love to have it down to the stickers, but there is, in one of those 2 bags on the shelves, is Technic and Technic pins. So, we will see. We will see. That's the computer yelling at me. No orders, which is a bummer, but no orders at least means I can focus on one job. Don't have to run around and pack any orders. So, I'm just gonna get started. Actually, yeah. So, all this can go together. Also found my scanner, which is good. The only thing is, I do not know in this mess where any of the dongles or cables for it are. I think I found a dongle last night, but I could be wrong. Either way, because the purpose of those labels that are there is we are going to start barcoding drawers again, where I have a plan to redo my whole barcode system, so my drawers won't be these generic barcodes, because I'm redoing my whole entire location system, because currently some of it is based on what is in the drawer. So this is used, and then this is just named after what the storage type is, and then same with this one. This is like location T because it's a tray, but then this one's minifig, MF A, MFB is minifig A, minifig B. This is minifig part. These are what I call the shoebox. I'm going to sort of merge the 2 ideas into sort of what is in the location, if it's used or new, and then what the location type is. So when we get to that, when I start making up the labels, I'll run through like my thought pattern and thinking of what I want to do. To some people it may seem complicated, but I think it makes sense, and it only truly makes sense if you have one of these. If I have to manually enter like consistently the idea I have into the system, it would get very tedious. But with a barcode scanner, I can literally just boop and it enters it for me. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna get cracking. I'll check you back in. So what have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4 bags. I'll probably check in when I'm halfway through this bag here. So I've got 4 bags up here. I'll get a few bags out of this, like, what's in this one? Just like those little seat wally type parts. So I believe this could be the bag that has Technic. Could be wrong though. But yeah, once I get about halfway through that bag, I'll check in, because I want to pump some music in here. You can't listen to music on YouTube because their man will get angry. So I'm going to jam out to some tunes here. Probably check in I don't know, half hour to an hour. I'll see you then. Well, we're going. We're into the bag. Working through it right now. I don't even know what we're up to. There's tiles, all sorts of stuff in here. Technic. I think this is the bag that has Technic in it. So yeah, working through it. The file's only worth not even $70 yet, with nearly 500 items. But hey, a lot of it's been stuff I didn't have or didn't have large quantity of. So that's awesome. Got some Bionicle heads in here, which they have, some of them are worth like $8, which is for Lego, really good. Yeah, it's what, nearly 10 o'clock. So I mean, $70 for 2 hours work's not the greatest, but like I said, I'm not uploading large quantities. It's all working its way into the store. So yeah, but other than that, it's just been 2 hours of jamming the tunes and working through it, trying to find the bloody colours to these Bionicle heads. Not easy. Use multiple programs to figure it out. But yeah, no, it's going well. It's going well. Hopefully tonight we can get that file with what's those. Jeez. One of the downsides of being in a storage unit. Hopefully we can get this file to over $100. That would be good. $100 for 4 hours work, I would think is all right. Okay, I'll check back in. Might do one more check-in before I cut the clips for tonight. So we'll probably do, what did you say? 10 o'clock. Do a check-in in about an hour's time. Yeah, I'll have a quick little sit down and a reset, and then we'll keep going. All right, guys, another check-in. Oh, we are up to, what time are we here? 11:05 p.m. So I want to be here for about another hour. We have successfully got to $112. Yes, we crossed the 100 mark. We got a few good parts with over $1 for the last few bits and pieces, so it was good. We're creeping up on 1,000 items, which should happen next, because the last thing I want to do before I go home tonight is Technic pins. I was like, I need to do one thing I don't want to do tonight, and that'll be the Technic pins. The one thing I avoided tonight was tiles. So when I get in tomorrow, tiles are first. I'll suck it up and get tiles. So the main reason I hate tiles is like stuff like this. All the 1x1s. This stuff's fine, like that's easy and whatnot, but yeah, it's the 1x1s and it's just so fiddly, which, I mean, Technic pins are fiddly too, but there's only a handful of colours, so it's really easy to sort. And then we've got, I just tipped the bag out, it was going to be easier. I've got sort of all the bushes and bits and pieces, and then modified plates and bricks. So realistically, I should be able to knock most of that out pretty quick. And then finally, I will do this bag here. I don't know if I'm going to get to this. Oh, this is all assorted bits of stuff. I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to get to my trays tomorrow. But if I can get this trolley done, I'll be happy. Because really, Tuesday, I can smash through that. And that's fine, so. Well, I'm glad we crossed the $100 mark. It's always good to get 100 for the night. 4 hours work. It's more than $20 an hour, so. But yeah, this pile of minifigs is gonna have to wait a while. Because as I said, once I've got this trolley done, I'm gonna take a break from uploading and focus on just fixing some of my store's pain points and where I can see things as I grow going wrong. It's fine right now, like those shoe boxes, they're not labeled properly, they're sort of a bit not right. The instructions, as I start being able to buy new sets to part out, that's going to go wrong really fast. So I need to get on top of it. So once this trolley is done, all these bits and pieces are done, and these drawers are, excuse the light, sorry, I'm just, as I said the other day, this is the dark corner, so I'm trying to get some light. Yeah, this is once all the drawers are back to normal, then I can start uploading, and the next actual project is all this stuff back here. but I'll make an exception and probably do those minifigs quickly. Maybe even I may take them back home and just do a quick little part out of them and try and complete what is completable. Discard anything that's junk. I think I've gone through and pulled out all the fake stuff out of this. I think it is all real Lego. It just, I didn't pull out any of the broken, damaged stuff. All right, guys, I have an hour to go. My feet are killing me because I've been standing the whole time. Let's smash out these Technic pins, get the file done, and then, and the good thing is most of the Technic pins and axles should already be in the store, so I don't need to use any more drawers. Maybe, might be a handful, like a couple of little pins and something that I don't have, but then once that's done, I can jump out of the store and head home. All right, I'll see you for the check-in before we go. And that is it. Technic pins and axles, all done. All done. There's a couple of bars there, but I'll put them away when I do the next lot. Yeah. So we ended up with $131 worth of parts with an 11 cents average, 343 unique lots, and nearly 1,200 items to go into the store. So I'm chasing 30,000, so that's awesome. I think I'm at like 29, 28, 27, somewhere around there. So that's good. So tomorrow's first job, as I said, I'll do all these tiles. When I pack up before I leave, I'll get everything ready on the trolley, and then we'll get this. So all this will be on the trolley first thing tomorrow. And then there's a bag on the bottom. That'll be the next thing. And then whatever I can get out of this. I don't even remember what is in this. It's just really assorted of, yeah, like, that's all weird things. And there's stickered parts, printed parts, brick separators, just, yeah, little bits of odds and sods. So actually, the majority of that shouldn't really actually take me long looking at it. So yeah, this is just all either stuff that is damaged or broken or needs to be resorted. So if it's miscategorized and it's only one, I generally don't put it away because it's just more hassle than it's worth. I just tip it in the next resort and it all goes into the store. None of it's going to be high value, so that's fine. All right, so as I said, that's it for tonight. It is, what time is it? It is 10 to. Oh, these are damaged. I was just throwing them, so I didn't accidentally include them. I put all these in my damaged lot. On camera, they probably don't look too bad, but they are actually quite, when you compare them to fresh or a brighter white, they look extremely yellowed. I don't know if they look good on the bottom there, but actually I don't even know if they're real, to be totally honest. Looking at that, it doesn't even have Lego written on it, so they could even just be fake. I don't know, but either way, they weren't good enough to put in the store. If they were real, they looked very wrong. There's the other one. Yeah, so they just looked, yeah, too rough to install, which is always a bummer. But I do try and do a lot of sorting before it gets to this point, but this is where the final sort of cutoff is for finding parts that don't belong. And I will say, a lot of this stuff that we're looking at right now has been a little bit more rushed. I really shouldn't have rushed it, but I've picked up a lot that hasn't gone into the store, so that's good. So yeah, I'm dreading those tiles tomorrow. I'm gonna come mentally prepared for it. Alright, well, that is it for Friday, guys. I will see you for the final day of the week tomorrow, Saturday, same time as always. And then I can upload the vlog on Sunday morning. That's the plan. So the plan for the vlog will be uploaded every Sunday morning. And I don't know, around 7, 8 a.m. And then I don't really do much work on Sundays for the business. Maybe I'll pre-sort some minifigs. Like I said, I might take this batch home with me. And this little batch here, break it down into either minifigs that can stay, and then sort of break it down into torsos, heads, and blah, 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 and accessories, and then bring it in trays ready to go. And then that'll go into those yellow drawers over there, which I want to get more of. The plan will be, I want to get 2 more of these and run it across the top. Then these SB units, which stands for shoebox, I stole that off Pop Blocks, the naming scheme, they will go in here. And then these drawer units that are here will go here. This will move. I don't know where. This is all temporary, because in a couple of months, I'm probably going to move out of the storage unit and take everything back to my house. But I'll talk about that more tomorrow or next week. But ultimately, I'm not too concerned about this being perfect. I just need it to work for now. So even that whole idea of the drawers going right across is probably not going to happen, but that's what I would have loved to happen. But I still will move those into here, so that way I've got a bit more space. Yes. All right. I've already signed off once. We're signing off again. Catch you guys tomorrow. See you then. Well, I'm recording a bit earlier than I thought, but I just wanted to let you guys see, because it is Saturday, but it's not time to head down to the warehouse yet. This is my backlog. This is what's coming next once we're tidied up. This is all washed and ready to be processed. This is the next stuff hitting the store. And this is my unwashed bulk. So, I'm keen to get into this. There's lots of good stuff in this, but we need to get some other stuff done first. So, it's only like 3 o'clock at the moment, so I'm not down at the storage unit, the warehouse, until 8 p.m. or 7:30, 8 p.m. So still a while, but I just wanted to show you guys, like, this is what we're working towards. So I'll see you when I'm down there. All right, and we have made it to the warehouse. We're gonna just call it the warehouse whilst we own it, whilst we have it. So you would have seen the clip before. I showed you guys my backlog. Well, that's not the backlog, that's just where we're heading next. So yeah, it's Saturday. So I do come in and do this on a Saturday because I've got time. It's actually the best time to probably do it. I don't come in on a Sunday. I don't pack any orders on a Sunday. I don't do any of that on a Sunday. So I might do a little bit of work at home, but you know, I know a lot of people get ready to pack orders and start packing Monday's orders on Sunday. I've got a 2-day turnaround time, and you know, it says any orders placed on the weekend are packed within 2 business days. So I know some people probably want their orders packed first thing Monday morning, but I just don't have that flexibility right at this moment. Anyway, we are here now. So as we've discussed numerous times, tiles first. I'm just glad when I stopped tripping over things. Actually, whilst I was at home today, working away, I've sorted all of the figs So this pile here is damaged and needs to be scavenged for parts. These are the minifigs I'm going to upload apart from this one here. I don't know if the camera will pick it up very well at all, but where is it? Yeah, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but yeah, I don't think I can get it to pick up. The arms are cracked, but the fig is worth enough for me to justify going out and getting new arms and some legs, along with, I don't know where that other figure went. Yeah, here, along with this guy's little doodad that goes on his head. So those two figures I will complete. These should all be together, nothing extra. And then these 4 containers here, I do just need to double check the legs to make sure there's no issues, and same with the heads. All the head pieces should be fine, but I'll just triple check them. All the torsos, none of them are cracked or anything, they're all good to go. I think just a couple of them need some hands. I've got plenty of hands in the store, so I'll just take whatever I need out of the store. So I'd like to do them today, but I don't think we're going to get them today because it's already after 8 p.m. It's a bit slower today. Those things are really easy to knock out, so I'll get working on this first. This is going to be more time consuming. We have one order to pack. We have an eBay order, which is awesome, for some minifigs. Nothing amazing. I think it's like $8 worth of figs plus postage. So I'll go and get that once I've turned everything on. Also, I forgot to mention this the other day, but if anyone remembers, earlier in the vlog, I spoke about messing up this guy's order, putting through bright pink, but it was meant to be pink, blah, blah, blah. He was super good about it. Like, he understood, and I appreciate that. I feel terrible. I hate messing up people's orders. I hate, people thinking that they're getting something really good, and then I turn around and say sorry. But so far, the handful of times it's happened, the people have been really understanding. And in fact, 2 out of the 3 have left me positive feedback because I've just communicated with them that I messed up. Sent their money back straight away. And yeah, so I'll pick that. I don't exactly remember what drawer it's in, but I'll go grab them. As I said, it's not big. It's like literally two little orders. So I do have to refund them some postage because eBay, my policies didn't work in eBay. Overcharged them for the postage. So, righto, printer, calm down. It doubled up the postage, so I'll give them a slight credit, send them back some money for their postage, and yeah, and I'll try and get that fixed to hopefully not do that again. Yeah. So I'll check back in once I've got that order out and got everything set up. All right, so we've got this one ready to go. Just a friend's fig, a mermaid, and I cannot for the life of me remember this guy's name, but he's out of Frozen. So like I said, it's about after fees and everything, it's about $8. Nothing super exciting, but hey, I'll take it. With a slow week of sales, I'll take it. So get all that packed up, send them out their refund for the postage difference, and yeah, then we'll get into, like I said, the tiles. So I'll probably won't show you that one all packed up. I'll just check back in sort of once I'm a big chunk into this, maybe even once I finish that, depending how long it all takes. Oh yeah, like I said, do a check-in around, so it's 8:30, 9:30, 10 o'clock. See when I'm looking at you. All right, it's been a bit. I said I was going to check in at like 10. It's 10:40. Look at that, 10:47. But we've been working away. I don't know why I was pulling out individual drawers and putting them up here. None of this is attached. I could have just pulled out the whole drawer unit. So finally, right near the end, using my brain to do this. So all of the Technics now done, tiles done, modified plates done. Just did the last of them then. So now I've just got some modified bricks to do, and then that's all that done. Then it's just this bag and the stickered and printed pieces. I've got about an hour to go, or an hour and a little bit more, and pretty much so from here to from here to here is empty. So 445 to what 465 is empty. Now there's a little bit more room in some of these drawers, maybe. I don't know, but with what I've got left, and I know for a fact a lot of what's in there is new lots. I do not have space for it in store, so I might try and do as much of these modified bricks as possible tonight, like now, and then jump onto the big computer at the desk and print off some stickers for these, because I want to start getting in the habit of doing things properly. So I'll print off the new version of what I want to do on that, or I will attempt to. Anyway, what are we up to here? Let's see. 101. Yes, we've crossed the 100 mark again. I haven't even looked. I haven't looked since it was about $40. So 101. We're nearly up to 1,000 items. So I checked last night. I said I'm chasing 30,000. I looked last night and I was 160 items off getting to 30,000. So I should have just kept going for another 160 items, which wouldn't have taken long. I would have been there, but oh well. So we will easily now cross the 30,000 mark for items, and I will be, and I'm at 5,000 lots. So essentially in less than 3 months. Oh, wait. So about 6 months. In about 6 months, I have tripled my lot count and my part count. So, and Bricker is only just speeding that up. Like, to be honest, holy hell, like it is so much. Like, this is the way I'm doing it. It's probably one of the slowest ways you can do it, but just with how I've got things organized, it's the most mentally efficient way for me to do it. Once I get into a bit of a rhythm, I'll improve the processes and make it a bit better. But right now, like, if I wasn't using Bricker and I was using things like Brickstore and Brick Freedom and all of these things to make this work, it would be a hell of a lot slower process, I think. So yeah, but let me get back to it. Like I said, I'm only probably going to be here for another hour and a half, maybe. Well, essentially I'm going to be here until that's done, and probably that drawer unit down there is labelled. I don't think I'll fill that drawer tonight, just because this is a bit of a task. This is mostly windows and doors, and then down the bottom is slopes, and I think there might be one other part type right down the bottom. I could be wrong though. Some of these modified bricks will be already in the store, I know that for a fact, but there's gonna be a lot that's not. Also, I did not realize how lacking my store was in modified plates. I really didn't. I thought, yeah, I'll have this. Nope, like the whole top of this is modified plates that weren't in the store, and then there's a little bit of the bottom of that drawer. And the handful of modified plates I did have, I had like 1 or 2 of them. I still haven't got an amazing amount of modified plates, but it was crazy. I was just like, what? Where did all these, why didn't I have these plates in the store? And I think the main reason, the system I was using those boxes originally, why you can see things written on them like Technic Brick and whatnot. And as I said, I'm going to fix those up. Was I'd sort bulk, and whatever one of those tubs filled up first was what I listed. The problem was that I would end up filling up bricks and plates constantly. And so that's why if you ever go into my store and you can see like, wow, compared to everything else, there's a lot of bricks and plates. That is why, because I was just like, oh yeah, I'll do whatever tub fills up first. Bricks and plates, bricks and plates, bricks and plates. He never got to the point of doing anything else. So that's why my store is lacking in variety. Going forward, there's a new system. If you saw the clip from earlier today on the Saturday ones, just before I came here tonight, that rack with all the little tubs on it, that's the new system I'm going to sort of trial it, see how I like it. But that should at least guarantee more variety of lots are hitting the store rather than just bricks and plates. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling because I really want to get prepared so that way whatever I do next is quicker. And yes, those minifigs won't be hitting the store this week because I'm only here Tuesday next week. I have to skip Thursday. I've got personal things to take care of, and then we'll be back for the long hauls Friday, Saturday nights. So 100% this will be done. I think I might skip this on Tuesday. I'd rather just, but I got to label. I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe I won't skip this because I got to print labels for that. So maybe on the day I'm meant to be here that I'm not, I'll see if I can spend some time on Avery, get those, save them as a PDF or something and figure it out. I don't know. Anyway, stop waffling. I'll be back. All right, guys. Final check-in for the week, the night, and all of the above. Got everything done. Well, not everything. I got all those modified bricks done, every other bits and pieces done. So Tuesday's job is that, get through hopefully that bag. I'd love to get through that bag. Maybe I may take this container home and make a brick store file if I'm not going to be here for a few days. I'll revisit that plan on Tuesday, see how much I get done of that, because that'd be great for Thursday, Friday, Saturday to smash through all of this. So we'll see. So yeah, as I said, that's mostly doors, windows, and slopes, I believe. So we ended up with a file of $145.70 with a unique lots of 377 and another 1,200 items into the store. So that definitely pushes us over the 30,000. And yeah, like I've still got 1,000 lots to go till I'm over. But because, as I said, which is missing, that drawer unit wasn't labeled, and so we are up to here. Yeah, so I've only got what 12, 13 or so drawers left. Now there's still a bit of room in some of them, but realistically I've got 13 empty drawers to handle all of that bag and all of those printed and decorated pieces. It's not going to happen. So I was like, screw it, I'm going to test my programs and my stuff. So this is what I'm hoping I can do. Now, this unit is going to be the guinea pig unit, if I like it or not. you know, I noticed after I printed the labels, there's a lot of dead space down the bottom. So maybe I can make the bigger. I can maybe flip the barcode and have the barcode on the bottom. I don't know. This is just going to be a test run to see if I want to tweak anything, make any improvements, because this needs to go onto those white drawers there. And I mean, I can redo it if I really want to. The other good thing is I did find the receiver, which I'm just testing it on the big computer, for my current thing. And so, you know, you can just go, boop, hold on, let me just do this. So then, and it straight away entered it into there. So that's going to make this system a little bit smoother, a little bit quicker. So what I'm probably going to do to test that unit out a bit better on Tuesday, I'm going to skip these 13 drawers or so, whatever's left in here. I'm going to skip it, leave them open, and use that unit to list some of this stuff in here. And then if I'm happy with it, or if I feel like if I'm happy with it, I'll just roll with it, print off however many labels I need to start the new system. And I've also discovered apparently these actually don't scan anymore. I don't know why. Because yeah, let me prove a point. Watch this stuff scan now. No, see? And they used to. So it has nothing to do with the fact it's maybe reflective or anything. Just none of them scan. So they used to. But I mean, that was 2 years ago, so maybe something's changed in the software of the gun or in the software of the barcode, or yeah, I don't know. I'm got no idea. If someone knows, cool. Either way, these work. The only thing, so this is my height. You're looking at it from roughly my eye level, and as you look down, you can't see these numbers. You have to hunch down to look at them. I could put something on these edges here, but to me that just seems very tedious. So I'm right now I'm not going to worry about that. The only thought I have is making the numbers bigger. But that, again, when you're down the bottom, again, you're looking at my eye level, down the bottom there, it's not really going to make a difference. It only starts making a difference around sort of this green, this area here. I could still probably see it. Down the bottom, no idea. And when the drawers are right down low, they're down there, like. So I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, whatever I choose to do. I'm ultimately thinking I'll just probably make these a little bigger. The only thing is on the software itself, it looks like it's centered. So maybe it's because these labels are third party. So maybe it has something to do with the third party label, that they're not the same. It's just this thing. I want to get a new one anyway, because this thing is a pain in the ass. And I actually need to go buy a cable for it, because I can't charge it. I could dig through some of these cables, but I don't know if I have the charging cable for it. So before we get too excited, it just takes a printer USB cable, so that's fine. Yeah, so it looks like it's centered, but clearly on the label, it is not. So I could probably get away with maybe making that a little bigger. I definitely couldn't push the barcode up anymore. I wouldn't want to, but I'll have, like I said, this is the dummy unit. This is the test unit. If I think I can make an improvement, I'll try. I don't care if I waste a few sheets of sticker paper. You get 100 sheets of sticker paper in it. I'd rather waste a couple of sheets and get it right than print paper and whatever. So that's it. Yeah. So I'll get that file uploaded, send out the wanted list. I haven't sent out a wanted list all week. I generally send out the wanted list at the end of the week. And yeah, that's it. So thank you guys for joining me on this adventure of vlog number 1. Just let me know if you don't like my waffling, if you do like my waffling, if you want me to speed it up a bit, cut out some of the stuff, explain some more things. I don't know. Right now, I'm just gonna keep making the things I've been making, or the way I made it this week, and hopefully we just improve and smooth it all out along the way. Other than that, yeah, subscribe, like, comment, do all those fun things that's called engagement. I'm gonna do a real quick basic tidy up and then jump out of here and go to bed, because it is 12:30 at night and I need sleep. So thanks for joining me this week, guys. Hope you found something interesting. Maybe you found something informative. Maybe you saw something and goes, I'm not going to do what that guy did. That's a silly idea. All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.